the fight for faith. Joni Lamb and Daystar TV speak out. It starts with Daystar Television Network, a network that millions of people have come to trust as a leader in Christian TV. Daystar has been a safe place for believers for decades, giving spiritual help, hope, and support to people all over the world. What's really going on behind the polished sermons and encouraging words is a savanna that has shaken this Christian empire to its core. These past few years, Daystar and its co-founder, Joni Lamb, have been involved in a lot of problems, from problems within the company to public attention to claims of not being open and responsible. Media sources and critics have painted the network in a bad light, which has made many of its followers wonder about the leadership they used to look up to. Now, though, Joni Lamb and Daystar TV are telling the truth. A story that tries to clear up choices that were not fully understood, protect their honor, and win back the trust of their viewers. They say the truth is finally coming out because there is a lot at stake. Daystar Television Network, a great history. Before getting into the problems, it's important to know how big of an effect Daystar had. Marcus Lamb and his wife Joni Lamb started Daystar in 1997. It quickly became one of the biggest Christian TV networks in the world. With shows shown in more than 100 countries, the network became a synonym for modern preaching. Daystar's easy but important goal was to take the good news about Jesus Christ to every part of the world. Some of the biggest names in Christianity, like Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes, and Joyce Meyer, were on the network's talk shows, sermons, and worship music. But like any organization with a lot of power, things started to go wrong and cause problems, which led to a chain of events that put the network and its leaders in the public eye. The scandal with Marcus Lamb in 2010. Marcus Lamb openly admitted to having an affair with another woman, which was one of the first big blows to Daystar's perfect reputation. The Christian community was shocked by Lamb's statement because he had long been a strong supporter of family values and marriage. Instead of denying the claims, Lamb and his wife Joni faced the scandal head-on during a live broadcast, viewing it as a chance to repent and be forgiven. They also said that their marriage had been fixed and that they had gone to therapy to heal from the betrayal. But there was a lot of damage done. Some critics wondered if the statement was real, while others said Daystar was just using the situation as a PR stunt to get people to feel sorry for him and support him. The death of Marcus Lamb and the COVID-19 scandal. In November 2021, Marcus Lamb died after getting COVID-19, which added to the problems involving Daystar. His death caused a lot of sadness among Christians, but it also started new arguments about how the network should handle the pandemic. Daystar had been very open about his dislike of COVID-19 vaccines. A lot of the time, they had shows that questioned their safety and usefulness. Marcus Lamb had spoken out against vaccine requirements, telling viewers to look to spiritual direction instead of government orders. After he died, some people said that Daystar spread false information that might have led to deaths that could have been avoided. But Joni Lamb defended the network's stance by saying that their goal was never to mislead, but to give a voice to different points of view that were being ignored by mainstream media. Joni Lamb takes charge. Once Marcus Lamb passed away, Joni Lamb became a more important boss at Daystar. When she took the lead, it was the start of a new era for the network, one with both chances to grow and problems to solve. Joni has been defiant and sincere in her attitude. She has always made it clear that she is dedicated to the network's goals and determined to respect Marcus' legacy. But she has also been criticized for the way she leads. People say she encourages defensiveness and a lack of openness, which includes the close look at the finances. Claims of financial wrongdoing have been one of the most controversial problems Daystar has had to deal with. Some critics have said that the Lamb family is abusing Daystar's resources for their own benefit, while others have asked how the network handles its gifts. And study done by Asterisk in 2011. The New York Times Asterisk reported that Daystar bought a $2.2 million house in Texas with money that was supposedly given to charity. Concerns were also raised about the network's lack of financial accountability in the study. These claims have been strongly rejected by Joni Lamb, who says that Daystar always acts in the most honest way. She talked about the network's good deeds, like giving money to help people after disasters and supporting Christian missions around the world, as proof of their dedication to being good caretakers. Setting the truth straight, Joni Lamb's defense. In recent interviews and public comments, Joni Lamb has tried to tell Daystar's side of the story. She has done this by facing the problems head-on and fighting what she calls a story of false information. 1. About claims of false information about vaccines. Joni has said that Daystar shows about COVID-19 vaccines were never meant to make people afraid, but to give different points of view a place to be heard. She says that the network's editorial decisions are less of a threat to public discourse than the censorship of views that disagree with them. 2. About being open about money. Joni has said again that Daystar is committed to being honest with its money, citing third-party reports and following the rules for nonprofits as examples. She has also talked about the network's charitable work, stressing that claims of abuse are not true. 3. On problems in life and with family. Joni has been honest about how the attention of the public has hurt her family, especially since Marcus's death. She has said that being a spiritual leader and a suffering widow at the same time is a very difficult job that requires a lot of faith and strength. What's next for Daystar? Even though Daystar is dealing with these problems, its future is still unclear. According to Joni Lamb, the way forward is openness, strength, and a strong dedication to the network's goal. Even with all the problems, Daystar still has a lot of loyal fans. Many of these fans see the Lamb's struggles as tests of faith rather than attacks on their character. For some, though, the admissions have been a wake-up call to hold organizations more accountable. Faith in the face of danger. The story of Daystar TV and Joni Lamb is a microcosm of the bigger problems that modern Christianity faces: how to balance faith with responsibility, how to deal with public scrutiny, and how to stay strong when things go wrong. It remains to be seen whether Daystar will come out of this time of trouble better or weaker because of the problems it has faced. One thing that is clear is that Joni Lamb is determined to lead the network through its worst times by telling her side of the story with unwavering confidence. In the end, Daystar TV's fate will depend on both what its leaders do and how much faith its fans have in them. A faith that has been put to the test, called into question, and for some renewed in times of trouble.